The Virginia Women in Wine Trail took center stage at the Trailblazer Bash at Bluemont Vineyard, a special celebration featuring exclusive tastings, industry insights, and the highly anticipated release of Closing the Gender Gap in Winemaking, a groundbreaking white paper exploring the future of women in the industry. We went to raise a glass and hear some amazing stories from women winemakers. Now, take a look. Sarah, it's so nice to meet you. Tell me about your family farm, and also the name of your wine is so cool. I want to hear the story.
Thanks, Nikki. It's nice to meet you and to be here. The winery is Walsh Family Wine. We are just in Burstville. It's my husband and I. And we've been making wine since 2014.
Congratulations!
Thank you. But we didn't open a tasting room until 2019. So we did a little bit backwards for most people. We started with the farming side, moved into the hospitality side later. And because we had this kind of runway of time between having wine, finished bottled wine that people were trying, and having a tasting room, when we had our grand opening, people were really excited that we finally had this brick and mortar space that they could come see and taste through all the products. And as such, when we did our grand opening weekend, it was luckily like a very, very successful opening. It was busy. It was like really vivacious.
The word was out.
Yeah, and it was just like this great energy. And I was doing my favorite job in the tasting room, which is being the hostess. And this gentleman walked in, came right up to me, and he said, "Excuse me, are you an owner here?" And I said, "Yeah, hey, my name's Sarah, it's so nice to meet you." He said, "I have some advice for you."
Oh.
And I said, "Okay,
Do you know?
by all means." And he proceeded to start talking and didn't really stop talking for quite some time. And it was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just like a fire hydrant, right? So eventually he looks at me and just really intensely, he said, "Exactly where will you be putting your wine slushy machines?" And I said, "Oh,
Sarah,
like the wineritas?" And that,
yeah,
there are wineries that serve them. They are delicious.
Yeah.
I said, "My husband would rather dig a 6-foot hole in the backyard and bury himself than turn his wine into a slushie." And he looked back at me, with zero irony, and he said, "What will the women drink?"
Wait.
And
I just got full chills.
To me, a woman who is the owner of the property, and I was like, I said, "I think they'll drink the wine."
What will the women drink?
They even let us vote now. Later that day, was recounting this story to my sister who was in town and my husband, and I said, "I want to make this bold, dark, big red wine.
Yes.
And I'm going to call it What Will the Women Drink?" And they were both like, yeah, that's a great idea. And I said, "And I want to charge men more."
Yes!
And my husband was like, "Well, I feel like that's how you get in a lawsuit, discrimination." I was like, okay. So I did end up making the wine. I felt like my background in wine is working for an importer and a wholesaler, and I worked with a lot of these kind of fine, big, expensive luxury red wines. And in my experience, almost all of those wines were made with a male consumer in mind. So I wanted to take that style of wine, a collectible, high-end luxury red wine, and do it ground to bottle with a female consumer in mind. So everything from the farming decisions to the label to the marketing is done with a female consumer as the ideal consumer. And while we don't charge men more, we do donate the wage gap of every dollar of profit to women's rights groups.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You are officially my favorite person.
Aww.
I love this story.
Thank you.
You are so incredible. I can't wait to tell everyone this story now that I meet. Where can people go for more information and to get their own bottle of What Will the Women Drink?
So
I just love this story so much. You are so incredible.
it was really a lemons into lemonade situation. But yeah, the wine is at walshfamilywine.com.
So, Bridget, I heard that you just won an award recently.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Tell me what it is.
Thank you. We got 2 golds at the Virginia Governor's Cup, both for Chardonnays. We have a stainless steel Chardonnay that got a gold. We also have a lightly oaked Burgundian style Chardonnay that got a gold that we have here tonight at the event.
I am so proud of you. Tell me a little bit about the history of your vineyard.
Yeah, so we bought the property in 1983. Dr. Jack Sexton is our owner, and he started planting in 2006, and then he started making wine in 2019. So we just opened in 2021. We're very new.
Yeah.
But
Brand
things
new
are going
and
well.
winning awards.
Left and right.
Fantastic. Well, while we're here, I'd love to have a little tasty taste.
Absolutely.
Let's go for it. Which one do you like?